We are at the start of 2021, and you know what that means. We have a new year and a brand new Ultra Boost. This sneaker right here is the brand new Adidas ULTRABOOST 21. I picked this up a little bit early before the release. I believe these officially drop on January 28th for a retail price of $180. I was able to grab these from a sort of exclusive access that Adidas had on their app for Creators Club members. So they had this all white colorway, picked it up and just got it in hand here. So was really excited to check this out. To be honest, I want to say that I wasn't a huge fan of the pictures online, but I knew I needed to check this thing out, and these are significantly better in hand. This is a much different and updated version of the Ultra Boost compared to what we saw in 2020, and this thing is really cool. So I'm excited to take a dive into it and check it out with you guys here today. So be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep it locked to the channel for all my future reviews, and let's start checking out the Ultra Boost 21. And getting it started here with the shoes, there is definitely a lot to unpack, so I want to jump right in with the quick facts to start laying out everything you're going to need to know about the Ultra Boost 21. We'll dive in first with the sizing and the fit. This is definitely one of the most important things, and I'll preface this with what I always say, which is that if you can try on this shoe before you buy it, definitely do, so you make sure you get the right size fit for you. In my opinion, this shoe fits just like the Ultra Boost 20, and for me, that recommendation is that it fits a little small. So I do like to go up a half size in my Ultra Boost. I went up a half size in the Ultra Boost 21 here, and that seemed correct for my foot. But as always, I do recommend trying it on if possible before you guys pick it up. The shoe, in terms of comfort, that's definitely the next thing we got to talk about. It is amazing. It is just like all the other Ultra Boosts. This sneaker is said to have 6% more boost in the sneaker. You can see that the midsole and outsole, it at least looks to me that it's a bit bigger and chunkier. I don't think it looks bad, but it's something I immediately noticed, that it looks a lot bigger. I'm not sure this is a lot or even more comfortable than the Ultra Boost 20, but it's at least equally as comfortable. So you definitely won't be disappointed. If you know the Ultra Boost, you definitely know how comfortable the sneaker is. And then finally, in terms of the pricing, I did mention that this came out for a retail of 180 bucks. There's around 8 or 10 different colorways dropping on the 28th as that first initial release. All of those are going to be 180 bucks as well, and the price should probably stay around there until they start to go on sale or they, change the model around a little bit to affect that retail price. But as you can see here, the white colorway that I have in hand, there actually isn't a ton going on with the shoe since it is pretty much entirely white. One really cool feature though is the mid panel on both the lateral and the medial side. You can see the 3 stripes. They're actually iridescent when you check it up close, so that's a cool touch I didn't even realize, but looks a lot better in hand. But the thing I want to start out with when you talk about the shoes here is actually the box. So they went all out with this box. I'm not really sure if this is going to be the same one that they use for all of the Ultra Boost 21s, but this one was really cool. It might just be for the initial drop here, but I'll put up some images. Feel free to pause it and check out some of the info on there, but really, really cool. One other thing on the box at the front is it does say that it uses recycled material on these sneakers and on the box, so that stays consistent with the rest of the shoe. You can actually see on the insole, it says it uses the Prime Blue technology, which uses recycled ocean material. That's something really cool. Big ups to sustainability and for what Adidas continually pushes in that field, so definitely like to see that. But as far as the rest of the sneaker, it's entirely white. The lateral and medial side is kind of one piece connected with some stitching. That is all kind of that Prime Blue material. You can see the mid panels with those 3 stripes that I mentioned. There is a bit of perforation. You can see on the back heel cup we have Ultra Boost written out there in black lettering, which is actually kind of a different font than what we've seen before. The tongue has a cool little Adidas logo on the top of the tongue, which is new. You have all white laces on the sneakers. And then if you dive inside the shoe, we saw the Prime Blue written inside there, but the size tag for inside the sneaker is actually a bit different than anything we've seen before. So that was definitely interesting to see. If we check out the back heel, you can again see how big the boost is on the midsole and outsole. And as we round out towards the outsole of the sneaker, you can see some of the most interesting changes on the shoe. This outsole looks completely different than any other Ultra Boost that we've seen up to this point. It looks way more technical, it looks way more advanced, and like there's just way more going on. So I will say it's comfortable. Adidas has a bunch of specs as to what they've done with it to make it better for performance, and you definitely love to see that, and I'm sure it's going to be a really good shoe down the line in terms of wearability and even performance. And as we think about this shoe as a whole, I think it's actually a lot better than I initially expected. I said I wasn't in love with the original pictures I saw online, but these are significantly better in hand. Comfort's there, style's there, the materials are there, so I'm going to give these a 9 out of 10. I'm definitely impressed with the Ultra Boost 21. And now that we've gotten an idea of how the Ultra Boost 21 looks on feet, it is really, really nice. And I think there are some similarities that we'll see between the 21 and last year's 20 model. In terms of that, we'll probably see tons and tons of colorways released. It is just January, the very first release and run of this shoe here. So if this white colorway or any of the original initial colorways aren't for you, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more down the line. And same thing goes with the price. We saw a lot of Ultra Boosts get discounted over the year of 2020. So I'm sure later in the year, depending on when you watch this video, you might be able to find these for pretty cheap, under that retail price, which might be a nice thing to pick up if you guys are in the market for a nice pair of Ultra Boosts. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is the Ultra Boost 21 a shoe you guys are looking to grab this year? Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for stopping by the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep it locked to the channel, and I'll catch you guys again real soon on the next video.